Dwedgie galbi. It's kind of a marinated beef barbecue kind of thing. It's really, really good.
LZ, you eat any Korean food?
Have no idea.
You have
There is no Korean places down here. It's like Chinese or
You
nothing.
play StarCraft and you've never had Korean food.
Never had Korean food.
That
Darn
breaks
it.
my heart, man. Well,
I know.
one of these MLGs,
Bad day.
I'm going to show up and I'm going to take you to get some Korean.
There we go. I'm gonna hold you to that. All right.
You better. Okay. This will be a good question for us to kind of end on, and then we'll go into whatever shout-outs you guys have. This is addressed to you, Greg, but y'all can both answer. It says, "Hello, IdrA. I am an aspiring pro gamer. What tips do you have for making it?"
Big pro.
That's the first step, and if you mess up that one, then you just need to practice a lot. Really, everything comes down to it, like coaching lessons, all that. That gives you a leg up. It accelerates the process. But when it gets right down to it, no one has ever gotten good without playing a ton. It's just the game. Even though it is a lot easier in Brood War, it's still very mechanically intensive. You have to put in the hours to learn, hit your injects, to hit creep tumors, constantly spend larva, learn how to balance your economy. It just takes a lot of hard work. Figure out a simple, solid style, and do that until you have it down pat, until you can do it in your sleep.
Okay. LZ?
He pretty much covered it.
You can't cop out on all these questions.
Well, he gives such darn good answers. That's exactly it. Like, it takes hard work and dedication no matter what. It takes going and losing thousands and thousands of games and slowly progressing as you get better. Like, everything, coaching and watching streams and watching day 9 dailies and all that will help you, along the way and speed up the process. But when it comes down to it, you still have to put in the time.
All right.
Unless you pick Protoss.
Unless you pick Protoss, and then you don't even have to worry about Chrono Boost late game. You just let them stack up to 100, and you keep building Colossus, Void Rays, and Stalker, Zealot, and you win the game.
Well, I'm going to add to that. Yep. I'm going to say, I've played like 4,000 games of StarCraft 2. I play this game entirely too much, and I feel like I'm the farthest thing in the world from even being close to a competitive player, and it breaks my heart because I would love to be competitive. How many more games do I have to play before I get there?
Everyone's different. I mean, it all comes down to how well you're practicing. That's one. If you're focusing on the right things, or if you're just going out there and playing games for the hell of it. Obviously, you'll get much better if you really know how to focus and try and improve yourself. And then really there is just an element of base talent or skill or anything like that. It's how coordinated you are, how well suited your mind is for making decisions in that kind of environment. Stuff like that. So it varies too much to really give a number.
Yeah.
And I have no idea how many games I've played, so it's hard to say from that.
So I guess I just have to accept the fact that I have no talent.
No, not necessarily.
Yeah,
I just take time. And I every player has played a ton more than 4,000 games, so
yeah. Also,
I wouldn't be discouraged.
Also, Ben, you play Zerg, and I think Zerg in StarCraft 1 and StarCraft 2 both take the most amount of practice to really get it to show.
Yeah, things you have to learn to do by rote practice, like creep tumor, larva inject, all that. No one's perfect at them. Me and Nest, so it takes a lot of time.
All right. I said that was going to be our last question, but I have to ask one more because I feel the exact same pain that this guy does, and it says, "Fuck you, Greg. Since your imbalanced video, every Colossus on ladder is doing Void Ray, or I'm sorry, every Protoss on ladder is doing Void Ray Colossus, and I can't win anymore. How do you live with yourself?"
Well, I'd rather everyone be off for a week and then they realize it and fix it than me lose to it in a tournament, so I'm sorry.
Fair enough. I've got a replay, dude, of today. I felt like I played so well, and I just got crushed.
Yep, that's the worst thing ever.
7 Void Rays apparently kills 30 Corruptors. It's ridiculous.
Yep.
So... anyways, all right, guys. Well, I'm not going to keep y'all any longer. I really, really appreciate y'all coming on the show. I love doing this. I hope that we can continue to do it in the future. I guess I'll start with you, LZ. Do you have any shout-outs or plugs or announcements, anything like that you want to make before I hang up on you?
Announcements, darn. I'm actually all the stuff I could announce, I can't announce. So yeah. So thanks to my sponsors, my team, Evil Geniuses. To all my teammates, IdrA, of course, thank you for the good games and the raping tonight. That was a pleasure. So thank you to everybody. Thanks to Mr. Vitters for having me on. Thanks for everybody tuning in and watching me. You can find